Your thought for a moment, because we want to get back to CBS News political correspondent Ed O'Keefe, who is standing by with Don Blankenship in West Virginia. Ed.
Elaine, how are you? I'm here with Don Blankenship, who is certainly in the hunt tonight and has a good chance of winning this race. What are your thoughts on what may happen here? You've seemed awfully serene. You've been here all day. I understand you went to get fitted for a new suit. Yeah. Most guys running for the Senate might be out shaking hands and visiting polling stations. You didn't feel the need to do that. You must feel pretty confident.
Well, I do feel confident, but I don't think that going out and shaking hands is what it's about. I think people know where I stand on the issues. They know where my opponents stand on the issues, and they're going to make their decision based on the issues. I'm not much into baby kissing and shaking hands.
If you prevail tonight, what does it say about the way campaigns have been run traditionally in this state? I mean, you were able to spend a lot of money and not do as much of that sort of traditional, as you said, baby kissing. If you prevail, what does it say about the way politics are conducted in West Virginia?
I think it says that the issues matter more than they used to. You know, when people are doing well, they can concern themselves with non-issues, but when you have the situation we have in West Virginia, particularly in parts of West Virginia, people are more interested in the issues and not as much interested in personality or the personal touch.
Let me have you step in a little more for us. Earlier today, the RNC chairwoman, Roma Romney McDaniel, said in an interview that she will, and the RNC will support the Republican nominee no matter who it is. That means you would get the RNC support. Do you want it? Do you expect it if you win?
Well, I would expect it. I mean, I think they want a Republican senator up there, even if he disagrees with Mitch McConnell. So, yeah, I would expect that they'll support me. If they don't, they don't, but I would think they would.
And would you want to, and do you expect the support of the president? Would you want to campaign with him here in West Virginia?
Well, I mean, that would be nice with 84% positive. It'd make it a lot easier, but we'll win with or without it.
You made a comment to the New Yorker that suggested that if the president, in essence, blocks your win tonight by what he was doing via Twitter and what his operation was or was not doing, that you might actually consider running for president against him? Did we interpret that correctly? Did New Yorker get it right?
You know, I don't remember. I talk to so many reporters off the record and make jokes sometimes, but no, I don't have any intention to run for president in 2020, if that's the question.
Okay, all right. And Joe Manchin, he's been governor in this state. He's been the senator for the last almost 8 years. But you're bound and determined to knock him off. Why shouldn't West Virginia reelect him to the U.S. Senate?
Well, he's been in public office for 36 years, and we've been last in most categories for 36 years, so I think that's pretty obvious. You know, I think when he ran around with Hillary Clinton and supported Barack Obama, he sort of killed himself off in the eyes of West Virginia voters. So that's the reason that I'm shocked that anyone thinks that the Republican nominee won't beat Senator Manchin.
And then when it comes to your feud with the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, he dodged questions about you today, saying if things turn out a certain way tomorrow, he'll have something to say about it. But remind viewers, what is your concern with him, and why make it so personal?
Well, you know, he made it personal first. He called me despicable and whatever it was, mentally ill, or he had his surrogates do it. You know, I attributed it to him. I think the big issue, again, is you can't drain the swamp when you have 35, 33-year members of the swamp. It's going to take fundamental change, and we can't get fundamental change with people that are fundamentally part of the swamp.
How often did you travel the state and actually meet with voters?
Well, I drove probably in the neighborhood of 15,000 miles over about 2 or 3 months, so I don't even remember all the places I went, but we touched probably every county in the state.
You found supporters in each one of them?
Yeah, we found supporters everywhere we went. You know, all the towns in West Virginia think they have the worst opiate crisis, and they all feel like the state has to have jobs. So the issues, even though the geography was greatly disparate and there's a long way between the towns, they all have the same issues.
Don Blankenship, we appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
And safe travels out on the trail. If you prevail, we'll see you again.
Thank you.
All righty. Take care. Elaine, that's the guy who's obviously attracted a lot of national attention and, frankly, concern from national Republicans. And polls are now closed. We'll see whether he pulls it off tonight.
All right. Ed O'Keefe in West Virginia.